Hello and welcome. Today we are exploring a fascinating and visually satisfying concept in geometry, concentric circles. You might have seen these patterns in art, nature, and design without realizing they have a specific mathematical name. Let's start with the definition. Circles are called concentric when they share the exact same center point. Imagine placing the point of a compass on a piece of paper and drawing a circle, then opening the compass wider and drawing another circle without moving the sharp point. Those circles are concentric. They fit perfectly inside one another and never cross paths. What makes these circles distinct is their size. Even though they start from the same location, they extend outward differently. We distinguish them by their radii. The smaller circle has a shorter radius, often labeled little r, and the larger circle has a longer radius, labeled big R. Because they never touch, the outer radius is always strictly greater than the inner radius. You can see concentric circles everywhere in the real world. An archery target is a classic example, where each colored ring shares the same bullseye center. Similarly, when a drop of rain hits a still pond, it creates expanding ripples that are all concentric circles radiating from the point of impact. There is a special name for the flat, ring-shaped region that lies between two concentric circles. It is called an annulus. This is the space you would color in if you were drawing a donut or a washer. The word comes from Latin, meaning little ring. In geometry problems, you are often asked to find the area of this annulus. The logic is simple. You calculate the total area of the large circle and then subtract the area of the small empty hole in the middle. Mathematically, this is pi times big R squared minus pi times little r squared. We usually factor out the pi to get the clean formula. Pi times the quantity big R squared minus little r squared. When we place these circles on a coordinate plane, their equations look very similar. If the center is at the origin, 0, 0, the equation is x squared plus y squared equals the radius squared. For a family of concentric circles, the left side of the equation stays exactly the same, and only the radius value on the right side increases. If we move the center to a random point, h, k, the equation becomes the quantity x minus h squared plus the quantity y minus k squared equals radius squared. Again, notice that for concentric circles, the h and k values remain constant. If you see two circle equations with the same center coordinates but different numbers on the other side of the equals sign, you know they are concentric. It is important not to confuse concentric circles with tangent circles. Tangent circles might look nested, but they touch at exactly one point and, crucially, they have different center points. Concentric circles have the same center and maintain a constant gap all the way around, never touching. To wrap up, remember these key points. Concentric circles are defined by sharing a common center. They have different radii and never intersect. The ring-shaped area between them is the annulus, calculated by subtracting the inner area from the outer area. Thank you for watching.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.